defenders, I think, it's like.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian. Come on, Ian. Hey, we're back with a bang. Arsenal 3, West Ham 1. 4-goal thriller on Boxing Day. Arsenal come from behind. 3-point debt collectors live in full effect. You know, Saka and Martinelli local. Eddie Nketiah with that focal is lit. And I predicted 3-1 and all of the scorers scored. I should have put some P's down, but yeah, man, away from that, happy to win, happy to get back to business, happy for the 3 points, because prior to this game, there was actually only 7 points separating fourth and first. Like, Newcastle are a problem that's not going away. City are City. We need to keep doing what we're doing if we want Champions League. And some of you say title challenge. I don't check the league table, so I don't know if Arsenal are in a title challenge. I don't know if we're, you know, top of the league or any of that. I just know we got 40 points. We're staying in the league. We need to just keep working hard and just keep taking it game by game. And it is what it is. You know, when the emotion and everything settles, you know, I would say, emotional aside, I praise our mentality. I praise our fight back. I praise the manager for not changing things. You know, anyone that was part of my watch along, I said, listen, it's not good enough. But I think those players that are out there in that 11 who started the game are good enough to turn it around. Great mentality. Numerous times this season, things have been perfect, but things have also gone wrong. And it's how about how you react. Things didn't go right for us, you know. I did think the referee got I don't know why he tried to give us a penalty for Cresswell. I did think Saka was offside for that goal. I have to see it again. I did think he got the major calls correct. And I do think it was a penalty with Saliba. But there's corners that are not getting given. There's fouls, there's yellow cards. He got all of them sort of things wrong. So I do like our mentality to react. You know, I do like the fact that we just got 3 points. I do like the fact that we found goals. Big up Eddie Nketiah, because everyone in their nan said that Donny is not good enough. He's vindicated his selection. I think he had a decent game, and obviously he scored as well, people. Saka and Martinelli is what it is. You've got to give credit to Martin Odegaard. What more can I say? The footballing IQ, the intelligence, the assists. He ran the show. Like, it's Martin Odegaard, 30 million quid from Real Madrid in a day and age where, let's have it right, in the last 18 months, we're buying good players, but historically, Arsenal have been buying some meaty players. Odegaard's a steal, and he's someone that he's only scratched the surface of his potential. The footballing IQ, assists and goals, yeah, you got to add that. He's still technically our top goal scorer, I believe, and every time you can get either goals or assists, unlucky not to have one, the better in it. But forget all of that. It's how he controls games, you know. So I'm happy with how we maneuvered, how we came back from behind. If I look at this now without emotion, points to improve. I think we coped with Mikel Antonio, but there was times Saliba and Gabriel, they're too interested in doing the football thing. You got to remember, you're a defender. I don't think in the first half, for all the possession and, you know, the bulk of the game was played in West Ham's half. When we got to the edge of their area, they were defending well, but we weren't working Fabianski. We weren't cutting them open. We weren't doing enough. And, you know, when they took the lead via the penalty and the build-up to the penalty, obviously we've seen that script. And to be fair, even though Eddie had a good game, I think Ramsdale found Xhaka. Xhaka found Eddie, and Eddie should have done a lot better on the counter-attack. I did think Martinelli was on it from start to finish. The little Chile took a while, Saka to get going, but when he's hot, in it. I think Xhaka did well. Odegaard did well. Man to man, everyone did their thing. Even Saliba with that mistake. After hail up Benjamin White, I think he had a great game as well. Obviously, him and Xhaka, when Odegaard's done what he's done, when the young bulls have scored, when Eddie, who's a talking point and a trending topic on the best of days, them things there are going to get lost. But football's an 11-man game, innit? So we got the 3 points. We battled. Probably shouldn't have conceded. You know, we enjoy tonight. Come tomorrow, we focus on what we need to for Brighton, because we got Brighton, Newcastle, City to come in February, Spurs, United. The games are not easy, so we need to just keep going, innit? And I do think this game showed, you know, not really, but at a point you're looking at the bench like, yeah, we need a stronger bench. We might need another striker. We might need this. We might need that. But testament, I think first 10 minutes, considering we ain't played for a month, I think we made a good start. I think we started fast. I think we had them in their own half. I think they only really looked like a threat on the counter, and Fabianski just knocking it into the channels for Bowen, really. Mikel Antonio, when involved, your heart is skipping a kind of beat. But apart from that, we're controlling. First 10 minutes, we've got 71% of the ball to 29. But again, it's what you do with a football. It's not necessarily the amount of times how much you've had it, people. We look good. Odegaard was cooking. Eddie should have done better for a number of chances, but at least 2. You know, definitely the counter-attack. But I couldn't understand a lot of the criticism, because I did a watch along, like, everybody did all right. We're being stupid, you know. Saliba's reactive defending. For me, he's been a bit timid in engaging with the attacker initially and then had to react to made a foul. But again, our organization was terrible in the build up to the goal. And that's the one thing we did wrong on top of just not cutting them open and testing Fabianski. Because, you know, Partey had a tame effort in the second half. I think I liked what we was doing with the corners. You know, we're putting it on Fabianski, but West Ham are always going to rock up here and be good off the ball. You know, they've got a significant physical advantage on us. You know, I did think, could we whip low-driven balls into the box rather than putting them in the air because it's food and drink and we ain't really got the most physical of players. So yeah, man, I did think the build up to the pen was poor. You know, I have to watch it again, but I think the marking was poor. I think that's come from another throw-in. I'll stand corrected. I think initially Saliba's hesitated and then he's made that slide tackle. So talented 21-year-old. Unfortunately, like, it's another mistake that doesn't go unpunished. But this is what these young men have to learn. I think Gabriel weren't really aware as well. So yeah, and I don't think we was really marking Antonio as tight as we needed to. So we deserve to concede that goal. Simply put, we just need to cut them open and score goals. You know, it's as simple as that, man. It's as simple as that, man. I think at halftime we're doing well and we need to keep doing that, but I think we needed more variety in our passages of play or patterns of play. I think we needed more variety with the crosses. I did think it became a bit predictable. Simply put, we just need to work Fabianski. Big up the former Gooner and shout Henry and Wenger for being here. But you saw, you take some chances, Fabianski will let them in, you know. A decent keeper probably does a lot better for Martinelli's goal, but I'll be here with it. I did think at times when we went a goal down, we was probably forcing it, was a bit panicky. I did think at times around that, like literally when we just conceded, there was a lot of gaps, but generally we did all right, man. At halftime, simply put, we need to shoot, we need to work the keeper. We need simply to just calm down and have better quality in the final third and be more efficient and effective in that regards. And keeper, just shoot, man. West Ham are just doing long balls into the right-hand channel for Bowen. Yeah, a couple times Antonio will get involved or the others. But apart from that, it's really just their defenders. Declan Rice had a great game. It's unfortunate we can't afford him. At half-time, we had 6 shots. They had 3. They had 2 on target. We had 1. We had 72% of the ball to 28. We made 344 passes to 135. We just needed to make this count. We had enough, really. You know, we had enough to score. So we just needed to. Maybe the goal we scored in the first half with Saka was onside. I'd have to look at it again. Initially, I thought it was off. I did think the penalty wasn't a pen. I think their pen was a pen. I think the ref got the big decisions right. I'm the first ready to front line and get on to referees, people. But I think he did fair in it. But what I would say is, pardon my language, fuck the ref. We have to control the variables we can control. And that's what we can control, is just working Fabianski. He's had nothing to do, really. The most he had to do was kick the ball in the channel. So I think we started well. We did well. We just needed to score. We just needed to do that, innit? And second half, we did that. Saka, courtesy of Martin Odegaard, got us back in the game. Credit to Xhaka and Saka and Odegaard for Martinelli's goal. And obviously, Eddie Nketiah's goal is the icing on the cake. And I'm happy for that young man. Do I think he's necessarily good enough to do what Jesus is doing? No, but he had a decent game. And doing a watch long, I couldn't understand some of the criticism. I know he'll never be a cup of tea, but this is why he's a squad player. He can show that he can be put in, and I'm happy for him, because he shouldn't give a flying monkeys about anyone's opinions apart from himself, because in life, how we look at ourselves tells everything. And Mikel Arteta, end of the day, millions, thousands might think you're good or not good enough. That's the one that picks you, and he's the man that picked you. And I think you've given him more confidence after he talked you up as well. Good game as well, because I think Akpom of Middlesbrough scored a hat-trick today. So good for the A-Lens Strikers. It's lovely, isn't it? I don't care how we scored, just that we score, and we ultimately did that. You know, credit to Xhaka, and I think Benjamin White was very good today. You've got to give him a Tierney as well. I think Zinchenko when he came off the bench. Shout out Ramsdale, because you deserve the clean sheet today, innit? Like, we conceded a penalty because of foolishness. He made a great save at the end, but it is the 3 points are the most important. So we did that. We go marching on. We take the good and try and make it great. We take the evident areas of improvement and try and be that little percentage better against Brighton and so on and so forth. But I'm happy to be back. Happy to see Saka, Odegaard, Martinelli get some stats as well. Happy to see the collective performance. Happy for the reaction to ultimately being a goal down and getting 3 points, taking advantage of this home form. And, you know, in a day and age in the Premier League where games are coming thick and fast and the margins for error, you know, are like that, because there's been a couple of seasons we've missed out on top 4 by a point or 2 or something like that. We're doing what we can, in it. So we keep going. Let's try end this year strong, finish the next, you know, let's try end this year strong. Sorry, start 2023 good and just keep moving, innit? All I can say on that. So yeah, people, hit the like button, subscribe, let me know your own thoughts. But for now, one love.
Because you always use that active red light defending.
I think it's like